been sick? Everybody, right? By another show of hands, who knows exactly what caused that sickness? Well, I'm going to tell you about a guy who actually found out what causes the sickness. Robert Koch is from Germany. And you can kind of relate to him because he raised some questions about the same thing. You can relate to him with this outbreak of Ebola. Say, is it a virus? Is it a disease? You know how you get it, but you don't really know what it is. Well, Robert Koch, he went through some groundbreaking things in science, such as he came with the germ theory for disease. He came up with Koch's postulates. He also came up and found what specifically caused 3 infectious diseases. When Koch was around in the 1870s, bacteria was around. So, I mean, he really didn't discover bacteria, but he knew what it was. But he came up with a very important discovery with the germ theory for disease. Well, what he's basically saying is microorganisms cause all disease. That can be either a helminth, a protozoa, bacteria, or even fungus. So, the reason why this germ theory for disease is very important, according to Joshua Lindenberg's article in Science magazine, the germ theory set the course for studying and contending with infectious diseases. That was a great discovery, yes, but he was co-founded with Louis Pasteur, who came up with pasteurization. And so it kind of downplayed that discovery. So, but his next discovery he did all by himself, which is his Koch's postulates. Basically, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. So, he finds this dead animal that he suspects is from a certain disease died. So, what he does is he takes the bacteria out that's not supposed to be in that animal. Everyone's got normal biota, which is normal bacteria. So he takes that and gets a pure culture of what's not supposed to be there. And he injects that into like another animal, such as like a lab rat or some kind of lab animal. And he looks and finds the diseases or the signs and symptoms of that disease, and he makes sure it's collaborates or whatever. And after that animal dies, he takes another culture from that one and sees that they both match. And if they both match, he knows exactly what causes that disease. So, with that being said, Cohen, she wrote a book called Microbiology, A Systems Approach. And she said, even today, the scientific community struggles with infectious diseases. But they always rely upon the postulates because that's what they can find out what actually is causing these diseases. So, that being said, he's going to take both of these tools that he came up with, right? And he's going to put them together and do some great research and find exactly what causes 3 prevalent diseases. The first one he came up with is Bacillus anthracis. People are like, what's Bacillus anthracis? Well, that's a bacteria. It's a rod-shaped bacteria that causes anthrax. So, wow, anthrax, we just had a scare about that not too long ago. Also, he came up with Vibrio cholera, which is a comma-shaped bacteria that causes cholera. But his most significant finding, according to a Harvard Library University article, The Contingent, was for his research on tuberculosis, which awarded him the Nobel Peace Prize in 1905. So, yes, Robert Koch should be thanked for it because he came up with all these diseases, or not came up with them, but found out what causes these diseases. And so now when you go to the doctor's office, you can thank Robert Koch for finding these diseases and allowing us to be able to fight against them.
Somebody got the time for, do you want the
Yeah,
time?
okay.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, you have the cards? Okay.
Ready?
Oh, wait.